Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Friday, November 18th, 2022, and we're about to do a beautiful, in-depth planetary puja, honoring the planets and the stars. We'll be using the chart of now, based on my current location in New Mexico. And this is a style of puja that Dr. Pillai taught many years ago to myself and Raja Malloy, Mina's brother. And I'm very happy to be able to be sharing this with everyone Monday through Friday on my channel. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and an AstroVed astrologer, and also being a priestess for Fire Labs for Pillai Center. Dr. Pillai has explained to us that the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with all of them. And in doing this puja, we are inviting the positive blessings of all these beings to enter us and to enter our world. We're using the South Indian style layout of the chart. There is a tutorial video link below this video if you're unfamiliar with this style of chart. Whoops, went a little too far there. Back up just a second, capture that, and stop. Each of the 12 little boxes that you see on the screen represents a particular zodiac sign. And to do the puja, I've drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard on a side table. And in addition to the blackboard chart, I've got a container of water. I have a lit tea light. I have a bell. I have a hand fan, and I also have a bowl of fresh flower petals. Today, the flower petals are pink to honor Venus because of Friday and the connection that Friday also has to Lakshmi, who rules Venus. So that's where I have as tools to help with the puja. You're welcome to participate in the puja at whatever level you feel comfortable. Dr. Pillai has said listening to the names of all of these different beings, their name is in and of itself a quantum sound or a mantra. And even just hearing the sounds can be beneficial. So if you're listening to the puja and doing something else, folding the laundry or whatever, that's totally fine. And if you're participating along with it and offering flower petals, that's fine too. So there's no wrong way to participate. Okay, we start with the container of water. I'm putting the ring finger of my right hand into it a couple of times and putting drops of water on each side of the blackboard chart to purify the space for the puja. A few drops of water on top of me as a symbolic purification. And I'm sending a few drops of water out towards space, towards all of you, so that whether you're watching it live or later on a replay, we're all in a sense of being purified to do the puja. Next, we're going to invoke Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja today, and to remove all obstacles from our day or our evening. And we thank him for his help with this. Now I do a short camel chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. We thank St. Yanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now we're going to honor some of the time elements that are active right now in my location in New Mexico. We start with honoring the planet that rules the day. Today is ruled by Venus. When I say Namaha, I'm going to put a flower petal on top of Venus on the blackboard chart. We honor Venus for ruling the day, Friday. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Flowers have enormous purity. This is why we use them when we hold a flower in our hand, when we're doing a prayer or a mantra. The flower has such purity, it can transmit the vibration of that prayer or mantra directly into the causal plane and update our own Akashic record. We're very grateful to the flower petals for their help with this. Now, I honor the star that the moon is in. At the moment, the moon is in Purva Palguni, and I put the flower petals on top of the moon. Purva Palguni is one of the stars that helps with prosperity. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. At the moment, we are in the 10th waning moon in my area, which is called Dasami in Sanskrit. Dr. Pillai said for the moon phase, we would use the Sanskrit name followed by the word Devi to invoke the light being associated with the moon phase. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules the hour. At the moment, in my area, the hour is being ruled by Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we invoke the yoga and the karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these time elements, we would not use flower petals. We would simply say their names 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Vajriti, which has energies that are divisive. Vajriti, Vajriti, Vajriti. And the karana that's active right now is one called Vanisha, which has energies that are mercantile. Vanisha, Vanisha, Vanisha. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moon. Dr. Pillai said we would always start by looking at whatever sign is the ascendant sign. This is represented here with the letters AC for ascendant. This is the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area right now, and it's Scorpio. He said we would look at whatever sign is the ascendant sign and honor the planet that rules that sign. Scorpio is ruled by Mars. I'm going to put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now, starting with the ascendant, I'm going to go into each zodiac sign that has one or more planets in it. We'll go in a clockwise direction, but we start with the ascendant. Today in the ascendant is the Sun, Mercury, and Venus. We start with honoring the Sun. I put the flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Today the sun is in a star called Vishaka, a star that gives blessings for victory and triumph. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Vishaka star is ruled by a pair of archetypes, Indra and Agni. Indra can give blessings for leadership and courage, and Agni can give blessings for transformation and purification. We honor both of them, and I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Vishaka star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor Mercury, and we're also going to then honor Venus as well, because both Mercury and Venus are in the same star. So we will honor both of those two planets before we invoke the star. We start with Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor Venus for being in Scorpio. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Both Mercury and Venus are in a star called Anuradha. This is a star with energies for prosperity and friendship. This is also the birth star of Lakshmi and also of Vishvamitra, who gave the Brazi sound to Dr. Pillai. We honor this star, Anuradha, and I put the flower petals across Mercury and Venus. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Anuradha star is ruled by Mitra, a form of the sun in which he is the universal friend to everyone. He gives his light freely away to everyone without judgment. We honor Mitra, and I put the flower petals across Mercury and Venus. Om Mitraye Namaha. Om Mitraye Namaha. Om Mitraye Namaha. Anuradha star is ruled by Saturn. We honor Saturn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishika or Scorpio, the most occult of all of the zodiac signs, today containing the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and our self-esteem. Mercury, planet of communication, business, and helps with our sense of humor. Venus, planet of diplomacy, happiness, enjoyment of material plane comforts and the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto and Saturn. We start with honoring Pluto and put the flower petals on him. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give blessings that are long-lasting. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Uttarshada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Uttarshada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor Saturn for being in Capricorn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in Dhanishta star, a star of prosperity, music, and good reputation. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Dhanishta star, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put more flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science, and Saturn, a planet that can help with patience, perseverance, structure, and compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Neptune, who is retrograde. When planets are retrograde, they are extra powerful. We honor Neptune. I put the flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada, a star that can help with purification. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada is ruled by Asha Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with our intuition and help us with understanding our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Jupiter, who is retrograde. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help us with business development. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada star is ruled by Ayurveda. Among other things, he's an archetype that can help to guard treasures and valuables. We ask him to guard our treasures and valuables, including our treasure that is the earth itself. Om Ayurveda Namaha. Om Ayurveda Namaha. Om Ayurveda Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Uttara Bhadrapada star, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put more flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most metaphysical and transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Jupiter, a planet who helps with everything related to spirituality and helps with also things like wealth and banking and all legal matters. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Uranus, who is retrograde. Rahu and Ketu are always retrograde, so Rahu is moving like this. Uranus is retrograde, moving like that. And I'm curious to see at one point they're going to cross each other. I know Uranus moves very slowly, but still they are each moving in a direction. Well, at some point they're going to cross. So we'll see when that happens. Both of these planets are in the same star, so I'm going to invoke both the planets before I honor the star. We start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus, who is retrograde. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Rahu and Uranus are both in a star called Bharani. This is a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or energy, or power. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals across both Rahu and Uranus. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies. Today, containing Rahu, a planet that can help us with innovation, invention, research. He helps open us to new ideas, thinking outside the box. And Uranus, a planet that can help with success in life and higher intelligence, and also astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi, or sign with a planet in it, is Vrishabha, or Taurus, which today contains Mars, who is retrograde. We honor Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Mrigashira. This is a star that can give blessings for curiosity, to help us to be willing to try new things, have fresh adventures, be open to new ideas. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mrigashiraye Namaha. Om Mrigashiraye Namaha. Om Mrigashiraye Namaha. Mrigashira star is ruled by Soma, a liquefied form of the moon, in which she is a divine nectar, an Amrita, nectar of immortality. We honor Soma, and I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Mrigashira star is ruled by Mars. I put more flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha, or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies and also luxury-loving energies. today containing Mars, who is both a warrior and a healer. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasiya sign with a planet in it is Simha or Leo, which today contains the moon. We honor the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Purva Paguni. This is a star with energies for relationship, material prosperity, and also rest and relaxation. And it happens to be my birth star. I'm happy that the moon is here today. I put the flower petals on the moon. Purva Pagunaye Namaha. Om Purva Pagunaye Namaha. Om Purva Pagunaye Namaha. Purva Paguni star is ruled by Bhagya, an archetype who can give blessings of good fortune. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Purva Paguni star is ruled by Venus. We honor Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Leo, which is the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Simha or Leo, a zodiac sign with energies for power and leadership, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasiya sign with a planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. Or Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star that Dr. Pillai says can give divine blessings. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign with energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it in the air above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle it around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light. Now, I take a hand fan and I'm going to wave it above the chart 3 times, offering the element of air and a cooling breeze. And now I take a bell, offering the element of sound. Now I have prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your prayers in silence for about a minute, and then we can do some very short Q&A. Today is Friday, and we have to let Ronnie have the Zoom session, and she's got another program coming up. But we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. I do make a request, if you're going to post a prayer in the chat, to just post it once, to please not post it repeatedly, as that's sort of spamming the rest of the group. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but please just post once if you're going to post something and not keep repeating it. Thank you for your cooperation with that. So checking the chat to see if we have any questions in chat today. This will be short chat because we have to turn the Zoom link over to Ronnie, who has the Shrimbirzi community call coming up. All right, seeing thank yous, appreciate that. And hope that everyone knows that Dr. Pillai is doing a free fire lab on November 20th. It will be on YouTube channel, on Pillai Center channel, and you're welcome to attend that. It's free for everyone. He doesn't often do a public fire lab, so it's very special. So I would encourage you to attend that if you can. I'm sorry, off the top of my head, I don't know the time of it, but I'm sure on the Pillai Center website, there will be information. They're probably getting emails about it. And on the Pillai Center YouTube, there would probably be some information about when it's going to happen as well. So please get that penciled into your calendar if you can, to attend a live fire lab with Dr. Pillai. It would just be great to have very large attendance for that. Very special thing for all of us. All right, not seeing any questions today, so I'm going to go ahead and close out so that Ronnie can get set up with her next program. Namaste to everyone. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. Have a blessed weekend. Namaste.